Hello everyone and welcome to another video of Crackchip. If it's your first time to the channel, subscribe below and make sure you hit the notification button. Before I get started, this is probably the most common objection I'm getting from international students and graduates, saying, I don't have PR, I can't get a job. While I'm not denying that it might be difficult for international students to find a job in Australia, that statement is simply not true. You can definitely find a job without having PR, without having permanent residency. Now, I know it may not sound logical to you, may not sound believable, but trust me on this one, I'll explain to you exactly how. So here are 3 ways for you to get a job without PR in Australia. Number 1, believe in yourself. Now, I know this may sound logical, this may sound cliche, you hear it all the time, but think about it this way. If you don't believe that you're worthy and capable of finding a good job with your circumstances, how do you expect an employer that hasn't met you yet to believe in you? Throw out your excuses and get started. Believe in yourself. Number 2, forget about the big companies. I mean it. Forget about the big businesses, forget about the big organizations. Every single company you have in mind, all the big names you have, I want you for a moment to forget about them. Do not apply to these companies when you're trying to find your first job as an international student. Now, I'm not saying you cannot get a job there. You can definitely get a job there. I'm not saying it's impossible to do it. I'm just saying you're a lot more likely to get a job elsewhere and focus your energy on those opportunities. Here's why. Most of the businesses in Australia, according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 98% of businesses in Australia are small and medium businesses, employing less than 20 people. Think about it, 98% of businesses. What does that mean? That means that all the names that you have in your head, all the big companies that you've been applying for, every single brand that you're thinking of working with is a big company. And that means it's only 2% of the market. You're really missing 98% of the market if you're not applying for the small and medium companies. Now, how do you find jobs in small and medium companies? There are multiple ways. First is Google, of course. Mix the terms based on the geography, where you are, the job title, the job type, and the list of companies or the list of organizations. That will definitely expand your search beyond the big names. Go to the second and third page in the search results, you'll get more. Second, LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you can filter for small and medium companies by the number of employees. You can even type in a sector on LinkedIn and start to look at the companies and opportunities there. So avoid the big companies in the count and focus more on the small and medium companies. Another way to find a job is to go to this website, clutch.co. Now, I don't have any affiliation with the website, but it's a great resource for you to find a lot of the small and medium agencies, especially if you're in the IT, media, data analytics, and a lot of the digital marketing, because they have a big database of all the small and medium employers in the country. The last way to find a job in Australia without PR is making sure that you're reflecting that in the resume. What do I mean by that? I get a lot of international students in their resume saying, visa expires June 2022. Visa expires December 23. Valid working rights until 2024. Visa status or graduate visa until 2023. By having these statements in your resume, you're limiting yourself and the employer's belief in you. You want to give the employer more assurance that you can do the job or not. Now, I'm not saying lie in your resume, definitely be honest, but there is no reason for you to describe your visa status in your resume. That's for the interview, where you can explain yourself in detail about your visa status, how you can extend your visa, and what the process is, because the goal of the resume is to get you to the interview. Once you're in the interview, you can always explain yourself in detail and give the employer more assurance about your visa status. The last point of this is focus on what you have, not what you don't have. What I mean by that, a lot of students come and say, I don't have experience, I can't get a job. I don't have good grades, I can't get a job. I don't have PR, I can't get a job. Those statements are made with a scarcity mindset, meaning you're focusing on what you don't have, while you should focus more on what you have that makes you more employable and sell yourself in the interview. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel below, and see you in the next one.